Alright. We're gonna try this head-on thing again. You guys know I don't really like being recorded head-on. I don't know why I always like to do something. But anyway. So, second vlog, I wanted to talk about, it was anticipated for me, maybe not for you guys, but I started doing this, I started a diet regimen. What I did, I've been recommended this supplement. It's called tang, 3 words. And I waited a while, then I researched it, found out it's bee pollen. It's one of those all natural. It's a diet supplement. It actually curbs your appetite. So I finally ordered it off of Amazon. This is probably a month ago. I used to have the dates in my phone, but I actually took them out the other day because this is what happened. And this is how I'm ending up recording now. So I thought, I must have read incorrectly. I thought I had a 60-day supply when I bought it. And when I bought them, it clearly says, well, the bottle's all in. This is one of the bottles. I got this and this other pill thing when I ordered it. It says clearly, take 2 a day, right? Now, I started taking 2 a day, probably at least a month ago. And what I was noticing at first, I would be it wasn't a queasy feeling. It was just like a uncomfortable stomach feeling. And it wouldn't last all day. It was usually in the morning. But I was taking it with water. And it says you need to drink a lot of water. I wasn't drinking enough, I don't think. I was probably drinking maybe 2, 3, regular size, bottles of water a day. Not the whole 8. So, like I said, I would feel queasy. One day I actually threw up, and I knew it was a pill because I would take it and I would just feel, again, not queasy, it just was, and it wouldn't last all day, but I definitely immediately noticed that I was not eating. Not even only was I not eating as much as I did, when I did eat, I couldn't eat as much as I used to. I couldn't even finish 2 servings if I wanted to. Sometimes I couldn't finish the amount of food on my plate. So, I noticed that. I was okay with it. At the time, I had also started a new birth control. So, I was a little I was just nervous about both of them because, I didn't, if anything happened, I wouldn't exactly be sure which one it was. So, again, I was having this feeling, and one day, I think 12 days into it, I went back to read it, the label or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is, because I think the bottle had 48 and the other pack had 12. So I'm like, oh, that's 60 pills. This is a 60-day supply. I don't know why I thought that. I really did read it wrong. So I was like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm supposed to take 1 pill a day, not 2. So for the past 2 weeks, I've been taking 1 pill a day. And again, I noticed that I still am not as hungry. I'm eating a little bit more than when I was taking 2, but not as much as when I wasn't taking it at all. Well, then I hooked up with the tang site on Twitter, and I go and I read it, and it clearly says take 2 a day. And I'm like, wait a minute. So then I went back and read, and that's when I realized, I was like, oh, I read this wrong. I am supposed to be taking 2 a day. In the meantime, I had gone to the doctor in the midst of this, just as a regular checkup. Actually, when I had to do my freaking learner's permit, I had to get the doctor to sign off. So when I went, she weighed me. I had lost 10 pounds. So I was very excited about that. And then I could tell, I could see it in my body. You know what I mean? I could see, I'm like, okay, I can see the 10 pounds. But my goal is to lose 30. So I'm like, and I hadn't started working out. I heard it's great when you work out, but you don't have to work out. So I said, okay. So she she told me, I lost 10 pounds. And so then I was amped for it. So, but again, thinking that I had a 60-day supply, I started taking 1. When I went on the site to actually read it, you're supposed to take 2, and then when you get to your goal weight, then you take 1 a day for 30 days to get off of it. And really getting off of it is just to make sure that it doesn't come back, because this is supposed to be something that it's not like you stop taking it and then you gain all the weight back. That's not supposed to happen. So that's the step down, is taking 1. So I was like, oh, I screwed myself. I'm like, I was taking it, and now I started taking 1 a day. So so for the past, I stopped taking it. I think the last time I took it was maybe Tuesday. It's Friday now. So, because I'm actually going to order a new, I think I can't really see. There might be 5 pills still in here, maybe 10 at the most. I can't really see. So I'm going to order a 60-day supply, a full 60-day supply. I'm going to take it as it's supposed to be, because then it also says I'm supposed to be taking it with a multivitamin. So I'm going to, you know, take the 2. I'm going to take the multivitamin. I'm going to drink more water to see if that helps with the queasy feeling. If not, I'm not going to hold you. I'm going to suck up the queasy feeling because it's worth the 10 pounds. Another 10 pounds, put it that way. So that's the status. That's what's going on with my dieting, whatever. And I wanted to like do the whole 60 days, so I thought, so I could really compare it. But since I've written there and now knowing that I was doing it wrong, I'm just going to start scratch. So I'm not going to be able to order it until next week. So you figure probably around, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks from now, I should be back on track. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. And I should also be, by that point, by any means necessary, there should be some exercise in my regimen. So we're trying. We're going to get this thing on for the summer. We're trying. We're going to get it down. These arms. So yeah, his eyes were tang. So far, so good. Like I said, minus that little queasy feeling, but I definitely have lost 10 pounds. So I don't care if you see it or not. I see it.